Have you ever heard about executive function and executive dysfunction? Well, basically, they are the way that a neurotypical person and a neurodivergent person operates. Let me explain it further. Executive function for a neurotypical person looks like having an awesome schedule, a to-do list that can be completed, following a plan, able to switch between tasks really easy, not getting distracted. Someone could come in and talk to them and they can continue with what they're doing. But for a neurodivergent person, executive dysfunction is a common issue in their lives. This looks like being easily distracted, not being able to complete a task. Maybe you can write an amazing to-do list, but you can never actually get it done. It looks like cooking dinner and then the phone rings and then coming back 3 hours later to a pot that has been burnt. Or it looks like being able to work on the tasks that you're interested in and you can hyperfixate on them and spend hours and hours and hours. But when it comes to the stuff that you need to do or you have to do, you can't even manage to get 1 minute in of focus and attention. Executive function is like having that amazing personal assistant who does everything right, who keeps your schedule in order, who plans your weeks and your months ahead, who feeds you perfectly 3 times a day. Whereas executive dysfunction looks like not knowing where your keys are, being able to remember things that probably have no relevance, getting easily distracted and overstimulated, so many other things. But let me tell you, executive dysfunction, it's not about good or bad. Neurotypicals are made to function in order and in that way that looks amazing, but neurodivergent people, although they have executive dysfunction, there are ways to work around it. There's nothing wrong with you. You just need to learn a new way to do things. So start by breaking things up into little pieces. If you have a big assignment or a big task to do, just work on it in sections at a time. One thing I love to do is I switch between all my work. So the minute that I start getting distracted and I can't do this thing anymore, it makes me anxious. My brain doesn't work. I feel like I'm frozen. Nothing works. Then I move on to something I find more interesting. And then when I get sick of that thing, I go on to something else. Another thing is also learning and creating rhythms before you leave the house, saying, have I got everything I need? You could leave a note at the door. You could set an alarm on your phone. For me, I have alarms when I need to go and pick my daughter up from school. I have alarms when I need to take my medication. I have alarms when I need to wake up. I have alarms to remind me that I've got eggs on the stove or roast in the oven. I have alarms telling me everything. Without those alarms, I would have no hope in succeeding in these things. And when it comes to things like exercise, go for a walk for just 10 minutes at a time. When you fail, just try again or do something else. You know, it's not about getting things perfect, but remembering that every small choice that we make, every little thing we do, whether it looks like it's a big thing or a little thing, it makes a difference to everything. You're better off doing all the little things that eventually accumulate and make a big thing than doing nothing at all because you just can't do it. And remember, don't compare yourself to neurotypical people. If you are neurodivergent, you have your own way of doing things. Your brain works in a whole different way. The way that you see, the way that you experience the world, the way that you express is totally different. Stop trying to do it like the perfect PA and the perfect housewife and the perfect mother. Find your way and do that well.